Hey guys, just want to talk about Google Stadia for a little bit. This is a new platform that's coming from Google. Now, it isn't going to be released right now, but it looks like we can do it this fall, which is actually fantastic. So this November is supposed to be the release date for it. Now, if you've been keeping up even with consoles or gaming in general, you probably know that the PlayStation 5 was supposed to be rumored for probably next year, and that would probably be around maybe November for next year. So actually, this gives Stadia actually some ground. They get about a year to kind of compete and maybe just see what it's got. So it's a pretty cool platform. It does say, if you see here, it says starting at 129. What that actually is, that's the Founders Edition. I believe that comes with like it's early access. It comes with a controller, and I also believe it comes with like a Chromecast or some other device to help you connect it. Now, Stadia is all about connecting through almost any device. Now, you can do it through I think when it starts out, it's just gonna be kind of through the Pixel phones, and maybe another reason to get the Pixel 4. That's kind of what it's looking like. Hopefully, it's gonna go all the way through Chromecast and pretty much any device you have. You can use it on your TV, your laptop, computer, MacBook, whatever you want to do. As long as you have Chrome, that's what it's kind of looking like it's gonna do. So you get a pretty cool controller with it. It's kind of like the cross between like an Xbox and a PlayStation controller. It has a Wi-Fi button and like a Google Assistant button and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. Now this one you don't need to install games on it. Actually, you're going to be streaming games. So there's no real word if it's going to be like a Netflix release. I don't believe it is because I believe you purchase your games and you purchase them and then you can stream them through the service. The one that you pay $10 a month for is going to give you up to 4K resolution, 60 FPS, HDR support, 5.1 surround sound. Now the other base model the free model is going to give you up to 1080p resolution of 60 FPS and just stereo sound. But it's kind of hard to say exactly what they have right now. This is just kind of like an early announcement. Here's kind of the specs that you want to have for your at least internet speed. For 720, you want at least 10 megabits. For 1080, you want at least 20. And for 4K, I wouldn't even say 30, 35. I'd probably say pushing maybe around 40 or so. But here's some cool of the games they have. They have like Destiny 2 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It looks like it's most of the AAA games, which is great because that's what you really want to start off with. Make sure you get all those. You get the Tomb Raider trilogy. You get Dragon Ball Z and The Division, Borderlands 3, which is going to be pretty cool. So here's kind of what it looks like. It says the Stadia base and the $10 one. So this is kind of what I've been talking about. It's really hard to say exactly because it says buy whatever games you want. It's really, what does that exactly mean? I guess it just means you have a collection, you can buy them, and then you stream them. It's really hard to say. And this one, actually, with the Pro version, you're supposed to actually get Destiny 2, of course, like I said earlier, and it just other free games are gonna have. If you've been seeing what the Epic Store does, they kind of give you a free full game every 2 weeks. They'll probably do something very similar just to get players in. It's going to be really interesting. I think really if they do this right, this could be really the next big thing. Now for multiplayer games and for streaming in general, if you ever had a Steam Link or anything, if you ever mirror it, or if you ever had like NVIDIA Shield that you mirror your Steam through, there could be some latency. Now how's that going to be? Like when you click the trigger on your controller versus the time you see it versus the time it has to hit a server and stuff like that and then come back to you, and it has to be all within probably at least a certain amount of milliseconds. So if it's too much greater than even what a console does, would that even be really worth it? And honestly, it wouldn't be fun to play with a lagging internet connection or anything else. So, and the thing is, it's all going to be run on their servers alone. They're going to have believe it's all AMD processors and GPUs, from what I understand, pretty similar to what the next gen consoles are going to be, maybe a little bit better. It's really hard to say, but if anyone has the infrastructure, it is Google. So pretty cool stuff. I really hope it's going to be the next big thing. We need some more competition in the market. Would this really affect people buying the new consoles next year? I would really say it depends on how well it does. So I mean, it's kind of generic, but who knows? We'll see how it goes. I'm pushing for it, of course. Another way to play is always a great. And if you want to play on your phone, while you're at work or waiting for places or just out and to go, you can play on your phone, and then you can play from your Google Chromecast or from your TV. That would be great. You don't have to have a little console there. And I love how this Stadia, the base one's free though, so you can just All you have to have it would be like a Chrome device or anything access to Chrome or even Chrome OS. You can get one of those laptops that are $150. You can just play with one of their controllers and you can get full streaming games and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Now, of course, people are always wondering, I don't physically own it, and how does that work and everything, and how's licensing fees. It depends. Steam is kind of like that in a way. You have a library, and then you don't physically own anything really. You own like the rights to, I guess, download it and everything. But this is gonna be interesting because you're not downloading it; you're actually streaming it. So who knows how it's gonna go? I'm pushing for it. Hopefully, it's the greatest thing ever. But yep. So you're just a little bit more. This is just the Google page. You have to go to the store, Google Stadia. Just kind of research that, and you can check it out. But probably nothing more would come because they already had an announcement. I believe it was a few days ago. So who knows what else is going to happen between now and November. But it's really cool. So yep, guys, please leave a like down below if you liked the video. If it was informative. What do you guys think of this? Would this actually affect you buying like a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox or maybe even a PC in the future, just for gaming, stuff like that? To get at least up to 4K 60 is really good, 60 minimum too. 60 frame rates minimum was definitely a way to go. I know people like higher refresh rates than that. Me personally, if they would go a little bit above and beyond, I would really consider this as a replacement for my gaming desktop, because that's what I do mostly anyway, so if they can get higher frame rates and you can kind of do anything like that, and it's just simplicity of Chrome and stuff like that, and there's no latency, why not? So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and you guys have a good one.